Hello there, very good afternoon and welcome to Lunchtime News on TV1. On behalf of the News First, the voice of the people, I'm Martin Satyanesan. Let's start off with a look at your headlines for this afternoon.
Heavy rains in most parts of the country continue. Gampaha district battered the most. Minor flood warning for multiple areas. One person rescued following Ratnapura landslide. 2 others missing. Power supply disrupted to 44,000 people in the country. PHI's request for an investigation into the vaccination program in the country. Sri Lanka to benefit from a US global vaccine donation. 7 million vaccines to Asia.
The country is experiencing heavy rains over the past 24 hours. We have a comprehensive report awaiting for you. We have Tarusha Kumar Singh, who is at our News First Weather Center, providing this update to you.
As we mentioned earlier on in the bulletin, Sri Lanka is currently undergoing some heavy rains in the country. Now, what happened earlier and what is happening at the moment? Heavy showers were reported from the districts of Colombo, Ratnapura, Kalutara and Gampaha yesterday throughout the day and last night as well. Now we brought you Simalka's broadcast to you earlier this morning to apprise you of the prevailing weather situation of the country, and you saw the manner in which many areas, roads in many areas were inundated, as well as low-lying areas were flooded as well. Several incidents of landslides were reported from several areas in the country as well, due to the inclement weather that is prevailing in the country. Now, this situation, this inclement weather, these incessant rains that we are experiencing at the moment is a direct result of the intermittent rainfall that we experienced throughout these couple of days. We experienced rain at times last night as well. Well, however, the situation at present is turning into the bright side as we speak, because the incessant rains are gradually reducing at the moment. But the Department of Meteorology says that this situation will worsen and we will experience once again the heavy rains in the evening today and during the night as well. What is the reason for this incessant rainfall, this intermittent rainfall that we are receiving? That is because of the southwest monsoon that is currently prevailing in the country. As you can see the map behind me, the southwest monsoon that we experience every year in the period between June to September. Now this southwest monsoon, this atmospheric disturbance will gradually move towards India, to Kerala in India these few days, and we are receiving reports that several calamities have been reported in India due to intermittent rainfall as well. Now, also, the Department of Meteorology has issued red notices citing heavy rains are expected in the coming 3 days as well. According to the media, according to the Met Department, heavy rains will be experienced in the western, Sabaragamuwa, central and northwestern provinces, also in the districts of Mathura and Galle as well. Now, it is important to note that starting from this evening till the period of 3 days of time, especially the Ratnapura district will experience rainfall or showers exceeding 200 millimeters as well. Earlier on also we reported island-wide rainfall of 300 exceeding millimeters in the country as well. According to a release issued by the Department of Meteorology at 1:30 a.m. this morning, the highest rainfall has been recorded in Ahaliagoda from the Ratnapura district. Now, Ahaliagoda has received a rainfall of 247 millimeters. After that, Ingiri has received a rainfall of 218.5 millimeters, 208.7 in Katunayaka and 193 in Horana. Now, it is important to note that both Katunayaka and Horana are located in the western province as well, and also the Met Department says that the worst impacts due to this intermittent rainfall are reported from the area surrounding the Kalani and Kalu rivers also. Also, Newsfirst have received reports of water supply in many areas being suspended due to this inclement weather situation prevailing in the country. Water supply has been suspended in the Kolonava town, Moragasmulla, and on the Rajagiriya main road as well. It is reported that, however, plans are underway to restore the supply of water in these areas. Water levels of many rivers are on the increase as we speak due to the prevailing heavy showers in the island. In the first 9 hours of today, the 4th of June 2021, water levels of the Kalu River has increased up to 13 feet. With that statistic that I just told you, as of now, water is flowing in the river at a height of 22 feet. According to the Disaster Management Center, if the water level increases by another 2 feet, there could be a possibility of a minor flood situation occurring in the area. So therefore, people residing in the low-lying areas surrounding the Kalu River are advised to be vigilant and take necessary precautions. Now, you are seeing the visuals that we captured from around the country earlier on. Today, as you can see, many roads have been blocked. Water can be seen on the roads. Many areas are inundated. Traffic has been hampered, and this is due to the extreme weather that is prevailing in the country.
අපිට ෆේන් දාන මේ පැත්තේ එනවද කියලා බලනවා. නෑ අපි
Now we are witnessing the visuals that we have captured from the Gampaha district. As you can see, livelihoods have been hampered. People are being helpless. As you can see, the bus traveling on the road amidst this heavy flow of water. Well, this is the ground level situation of the country that you just witnessed on your screen. But what does the authorities have to say about this situation? What do they have to say about the present situation, and what is happening, what will happen in the coming 3 days in Sri Lanka? The director of the irrigation department, SPC Sugishwara, had this to say for the citizenry of Sri Lanka.
මෙම පවතින තත්ත්වය තවදුරටත් දී වර්ෂාපතනය මත වර්ධනය වීමක් බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්න පුළුවන්.
Considering the prevailing situation, the weather condition could worsen further. The floods could increase up to a considerable amount within the next 24 hours. We can expect the effects of it for the coming 2 days. Moreover, within the next few hours, there is a chance of the water levels of the Kalani River to overflow. Due to this, the floods could increase more. The people residing in the low-lying areas of the riverbank must be vigilant. Drivers must remain vigilant as well. We request all the drivers to be safe as the flood situation could increase.
විශේෂයෙන්ම මේ ගාමතුරු තත්ත්වය වැඩි විය හැකි. ඒ නිසා Tamanට විශ්වාසයක් නැත්නම් ඒ හරහා ගමන් නොකරන්න කියන ඉල්ලීම කරන්න කැමති සියලු වේදුරු මහතුරුන්ගේ.
Next up, we are crossing over to the views expressed by Atula Karunanayake, who is the Director General of the Department of Meteorology. Until we are receiving the views expressed by Atula Karunanayake, who is the Director General of the Department of Meteorology, this is a reminder to our viewers that we brought you the visuals, what is happening around the country. So this is a friendly reminder. This has been advised by the Meteorology Department as well. Not to go outdoors, and especially the people who are residing in low-lying areas and in the coastal areas, not to set out to sea. I think now we are ready with the views expressed by Atula Karunanayake, who is, once again I'm reminding you, is the Director General of the Department of Meteorology in Sri Lanka.
අද දිනේ කාලගුණික තත්ත්වය ගත්තම විශේෂයෙන්ම බස්නාහිර සබරගමු
Showers or thunder showers will occur in areas like Western, Sabaragamuwa, Northwest, Central, Galle and Matara districts today. Showers or thunder showers will also occur during night and evening in the remaining areas. Apart from that, showers exceeding 150 millimeters could occur in the Western, Sabaragamuwa, Northwestern provinces and the Galle and Matara districts. In areas like Kalutara, showers exceeding 200 millimeters can be experienced. Provinces like Central and Ubud provinces could face showers exceeding about 100 millimeters. Considering the strong winds, incidents of uprooted trees and damages to houses may occur. Showery conditions could occur in the coast from Mannar, Puttalam to Pothuwil above the sea areas. The coastal region from Galle to Pothuwil and Mannar to Kankasanture will experience strong winds.
වැසි තත්ත්වයන් නිර්මාණය වෙනවා. ගාල්ලේ සිට පොතුවිල් දක්වා තියෙන වෙරළබඩ තීරයත් මන්නාරමේ ඉඳන් කංකසන්තුරේ දක්වා තියෙන වෙරළබඩ තීරයේත් සුළං තත්ත්වයේ වැඩිවීමක් තියෙනවා.
Just before I hand over to Martin for more news from here at home, the Disaster Management Centre has issued various notices for landslide warnings. Now level 2 warnings have been issued for the district of Colombo. The area is the Divisional Secretariat of Sitawaka, and in the district of Galle, Divisional Secretariat of Nelua has also been issued a level 2 of landslide warning, and in the Kalutara district, Walallavita and Horana has been named as areas that are prone to landslides, and in the Galle district, Dehiovita Divisional Secretariat, and level 3 warnings, that is red notices, have been issued for the district of Kalutara once again, for the divisional secretariats of Bulat Sinhala, Ingiriya, Palinda Nuwara and Agalwata, and also as I mentioned before, Ratnapura district, Ahaliyagoda and Kalawana divisional secretariat. Reminding our viewers once again to be vigilant to take the necessary precautions in these coming days today as well. With that, Martin, it's back to you for more news.
While Sri Lanka braces itself for a possible oil spill from a sunken Singapore-registered container ship, the vessel operator's chief executive officer expressed deep regrets and apologies for the impact that the incident has caused on livelihoods and the environment. He noted his company has enlisted environmental experts such as the International Tanker Owners Pollution Federation in order to monitor the situation. Meanwhile, these were the views expressed on our Mawatha program, out on our sister channel, Sirasa TV, yesterday.
Arms businesses, pharmaceutical and shipping, many people know that is the place where a lot of mafia activities take place. That is a true story.
මාෆියා ගනුදෙනු බොහොමයක් සිද්ධ වෙන තැනක්. අත්ත කතාව ඒකනේ. මෑත කාලේ අත්දැකීම් දෙකක් අපට ආවා.
We experienced two incidents during the recent times. One is the incident involving the new diamond vessel. The second one is a Chinese nuclear vessel arrived and left the country without an issue. This is the third incident. Like you said, we have heard that there are sea pirates in countries such as Somalia and they rob from these ships. My question is, are these white-collar sea pirates attempting to enter the country? It is strange how these incidents are taking place, because how these incidents are unfolding and aligning, the way the vessel arriving, how the ship's catching fire, And at the end, an environmental disaster taking place beyond our imagination, it has become an alarming question for the people. A thorough investigation must be carried out to determine how permission was granted and if authorities were aware of the full details. If they knew, how did they let this enter the country? This decision is not restricted to the harbour master only. My personal view is that the political decision is a severe one.
නැවත මේ වගේ දෙයක් සිද්ධ නොවන හැරි මට්ටමට පත් වෙන්න ඕන කියන එකයි අත්දැකීම.
The ever-picturesque sea of Sri Lanka, an eye-catching spectacle, is a blessing to my nation. Surrounding our mother with the protection of a father.
The Sea of Sri Lanka.
The United States has decided to donate 7 million COVID-19 vaccine to Asia, including Sri Lanka. The Biden administration announced its framework for sharing at least 80 million US vaccine doses globally by the end of June and the plan for the first 25 million doses.
The United States will share vaccines in service of ending the pandemic globally. Yesterday, the United States announced its framework for sharing these 80 million US vaccine doses worldwide. Specifically, the United States will share 75% of these vaccines through COVAX. The United States will share at least 3/4 of its donated doses through COVAX, supplying US doses to countries in need. A statement read, "This will maximize the number of vaccines available equitably for the greatest number of countries and for those most at risk within countries." For doses shared through COVAX, the United States will prioritize Latin America and the Caribbean, South and Southeast Asia and Africa in coordination with the African Union. Approximately 7 million COVID-19 vaccines for Asia to the following countries and entities will be distributed: India, Nepal, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Afghanistan, Maldives, Malaysia, Philippines, Vietnam, Indonesia, Thailand, Laos, Papua New Guinea, Taiwan and the Pacific Islands. As of now, the United States has contributed $4 billion to the COVAX facility. According to the White House, this initiative is carried out under President Joe Biden's intention to uplift the facilities needed to increase the global vaccine production capacity.
ඒ වගේම ඇමරිකාවේ මේ වෙනකොට නිෂ්පාදනය වෙන ෆයිසර් ඉන්න සහ ඇස්ට්‍රාසෙනෙකා ඉන්නත අපිට අත්‍යවශ්‍ය වෙලා තියෙන ඇස්ට්‍රාසෙනෙකා ඉන්නත ඒ වුණොත් අපි වැඩි අවධානය යොමු කළ යුතුයි දේ ඉන්නත පිළිබඳව මම හිතනවා මේ මොහොතේ
We do not have sufficient information on this. This will have to be decided following discussions. Yes, we need the AstraZeneca vaccine because a large percentage of the population needs the second dose. At the same time, if the other vaccine can be obtained, there is a possibility of using that as well.
අපි ළඟ ඉන්නවා ඒකට මූලිකත්වය දීම කරන්න පුළුවන් නම් ඒක අගනා ඒ වගේම අනික් එන්නත උනත් අපිට ලැබුණොත් ඒක භාවිතා කිරීමට අපිට හැකියාව තියෙන බව විතරක් මේ අවස්ථාවේ අවධානය කරන්න.
යෝජනා කළා දිනවා ඇස්ට්‍රාසෙනිකා එන්නත් ඒ දෙවනි මාත්‍රාව හැටියට එන්නත ලබාගත හැකි කියලා ඒගොල්ලෝ නිර්දේශ කළා දිනවා.
එවැනි නිර්දේශයක් ලැබුණාම මම හැමදාම මේ පිළිබඳ
Such decisions have to be taken after discussions with epidemiologists and other experts. If we find this measure to be safe and effective, we will not hesitate to take action.
ප්‍රදේශක කමිටුව විසින් රජයට නිර්දේශ කරනවා ඇති මේක කළ යුතුද නැද්ද කියලා.
The Public Health Inspectors Union says an investigation should be carried out to identify whether the vaccination program in the country was carried out based on the circular issued by the government.
Chairman of the Public Health Inspectors Union, Upul Rohana, said certain individuals and groups were prioritized during the vaccination program. The association further noted that this is the reason for the delay in vaccinating the masses.
As of now, the vaccine has been given to frontline workers and only a few in the Sri Lanka Army and Police. There are many more workers who need the vaccine crucially at this time. We believe that priority needs to be given to sanitation workers, crematorium officers, those involved in the quarantine process such as Grama Niladhari officers and some of the officers, post office workers as well as other public servants in the vaccination rollout.
Another 42 COVID-19 deaths were confirmed in Sri Lanka, raising the country's death toll to 1,608. Meanwhile, another 3,264 COVID-19 cases were also reported in the country. Accordingly, the total number of cases in the country now stands at 195,811. 1,683 infected patients recovered from the virus, increasing the total recoveries in the country to 162,397. Meanwhile, considerable amount of vehicles entered Colombo today, although the travel restrictions are currently in effect. However, our correspondents noted a reduction in the number of vehicles was noted compared to the other days.
This is the manner in which the police engaged in vehicle inspection despite the inclement weather. Following the inspection of vehicles entering Colombo, the police issued a special sticker valid only for a day for the third consecutive day today. The vehicle inspection was carried out in 56 areas in the Colombo district. The police noted inspection will continue until the 14th of this month, when travel restrictions are expected to be lifted.
The United Kingdom will place Sri Lanka on its travel red list with effect the 8th of next month.
7 nations, including Egypt, Costa Rica and Sri Lanka, will join the red list with the toughest travel rules. The official website of the UK Department for Transport said you should not travel to red list countries or territories. The UK Foreign and Commonwealth Office said Sri Lanka is currently on the amber list and will move to the red list at 4 a.m. on Tuesday, the 8th of June.
Still in your local news, based on the categorization, the program to provide 5,000 rupee allowance was carried out in several parts of the island yesterday and the day before. Meanwhile, State Minister Shehan Singh has said, due to the prevailing situation in the country, distribution of 5,000 rupee allowance will take another 2 weeks.
We thought it will take a long time to distribute the rupees 5,000 allowance. Up to now, we have provided the allowance to 400,000 people. Inclement weather has also disrupted the program. It will at least take another 2 weeks. We are also expecting to extend the loan concession period by 2 years for those affected.
Meanwhile, corn farmers in the Badula district have been severely affected owing to the fertilizer shortage in the country.
The main livelihood of farmers belonging to the Batmadilla agrarian movement in the Kalnakatiya Divisional Secretariat Division in the Badula district is corn cultivation. Farmers allege that although cultivations were carried out in 324 hectares, the required amount of fertilizer is not available.
Shifting your attention to international news, India has ordered 300 million doses of an unapproved coronavirus vaccine amid a devastating second wave. We bring to a close this edition of Lunchtime News on TV1. For details of these stories and much more, simply log on to our website www.newsfirst.lk. For the News First, the voice of the people, I am Martin Satyanesan. You take care and stay safe.